That's Dancing Dan. Not doing much dancing. Oh, wait. He's going to dance.
Oh, yeah.
He's dancing. He's famous around these parts.
Dancing Dan.
Oh, so famous. Hi. I'm gonna go visit my friend John. Get some ice cream. I gotta tell the kids what I'm doing though. Hey guys. What are you doing? I'm gonna go get some ice cream. For myself.
I'll go with Pam. Are you kidding? Do we get ice cream?
No. You might be asleep.
Yeah, get men's. Don't worry, we'll stay up till 12.
Okay, see you guys. Bye. Well, they took it better than I thought. Now, John, he's not gonna like this at all. He doesn't really like being on camera. It's because he thinks he's a big deal. Can't forget this. Now, Nikki's not going to be happy about this for sure. I'm taping up her van and I'm using her flower tape. It works. So, the kids really did want ice cream. Fart ice cream, please. Well, if they're desperate enough for me to fart it, maybe I should get them some. So anyway, I'm gonna go get John. Listening to The Offspring apparently, but I think, it's time for some smooth jazz. Smooth jazz. CBC Radio 2, 90.9 in Edmonton and area. That old guy thinks I'm crazy. I kind of am. Okay, Google, call John Schulter.
Calling John Schulter Mobile.
Hey.
Hi, John.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, what's up?
You want to go get some ice cream?
Yeah, I'll get something anyways.
All right. Sweet. He's in for ice cream. That's a good deal. I think this ice cream thing is going to become a reality very soon. Ooh, clouds. When I first started on social media, I was never ever intending to ever be in front of the lens. And it's a little scary to get out there, to kind of put yourself in the spotlight. Being all in is, a term that we kind of are familiar with now because of poker. All in means you put all your chips into it. Let me talk about this. In hockey, I'm Canadian, so we know lots about hockey, but there's the Stanley Cup final. And the final two teams are playing, just like any playoff. And they're playing, let's say they go all the way to Game 7. And they're playing in the third period, and one team's down by a goal. Are you going to really reserve a little bit of energy for the next day? Or are you going to give everything? It's the last game. It's the last period. This is the last chance. If you lose this game, you have to go a whole other year through everything, through all the travel, through all the ups and downs, through all the games that you have to play in the regular season, and then back through all the playoffs. Are you really going to leave some of that on the table? Or are you going to push all in? I think that artists, photographers, painters, sometimes we do ourselves injustice because we think that just the art is enough. But really, what every artist has to kind of become is an entrepreneur. That requires another skill set. That requires you pushing all in. And believe me, I am not, true blood entrepreneur, but I've pushed my chips all in, saying, hey, I'm going to make this work the best I can. I've found people to help me along that process, like John. There he is, sitting on his thing. He's going to be so pissed at me. It's going to be hilarious. I didn't even tell him.
Uh-oh.
How's it going, John?
I don't like this.
I knew you wouldn't.
That's why you didn't tell me.
You know me well. I know you well. Well, I've
you can't just bring me in here for a spontaneous interview.
Well, I can.
I'm not like, this isn't driving around in cars or whatever.
Comedians in cars getting ice cream.
Do I need to sign something before getting
No, I
in
don't
this
think so.
vehicle, or
You consented when you got in.
I consented when I got in.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I can say about consent.
I'm sure there is. Here's my thing. Here's what I was saying. Is that artists have a tough time going all in because they think it's just about the art. And that there's just a magical experience that takes place. I was guilty of this.
Yeah.
And you called me on it many times. The magical business fairy comes and hits their magical art with some magic.
Yeah, because everyone thinks that their art is the best art.
It's the best
out
art.
there. And how do you compare your art compared to
Someone else's
someone
art.
else's art? Right?
And they should be paying you
Exactly.
for the art. But that's not really how it works.
See, in business, it's tangible. You know you're doing good if you're making money. In art, you're like, how many likes did I get? But does that really mean anything?
It
Right?
doesn't. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to. That's the point I want to get across.
Then you really have to decide with your likes and your marketing is what are you actually selling? You have to be providing them something that they're ultimately going to need sometime.
Right.
So you're always in front of them. They might not need that now,
Right.
but eventually they're going to need you. So when they
Now-
look at your work, what are they going to need you for?
Exactly. And that's why I had to branch out from just the landscape type thing. Shooting a wedding, you can make,
Shooting a wedding, you can make.
and you can
a
do
lot
that
of dough.
every single weekend if you wanted. Thank you.
Thank
too.
you.
So what does it mean to go all in then?
I always think that if you want something, you know, people either say like, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be type thing. Or other people will say like, hey, you have to really go after something, right?
Right.
So for me, if I want something, then you go after it as hard as you can. If it doesn't happen then it wasn't meant to be.
Right.
But you can't ever not put forth that effort and then just be like, oh, it wasn't meant to be. Because in that case, no, you just didn't go get it, right? Or you'll never know.
Right.
Yeah.
I think what's impressed me about you from watching you work is the capacity you have to just keep doing it.
And ultimately, you're a better person if you're doing what you love to do. You're happier.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you rather go all in
On
and
something you hate.
on something you hate?
Yeah.
Or even half in on something you hate, which
Right.
is what a lot of people are doing.
Right.
They're not happy. They come home, they're not happy.
What if the thing that you actually had a business around was your hobby?
Right.
What if
And
it was
that's-
the thing you loved?
The really successful people, that is how
Right.
it is for them.
Yeah.
So for me, I can never understand how you can spend the majority of your life doing something you don't enjoy doing.
So you enjoy what you're doing.
Oh, for sure.
You love it.
I love it.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a crazy feeling to actually be able to say that.
I've explained it to some people before when it's Sunday night and you can't wait
For
until
Monday.
Monday. You know you got a lot of stuff to tackle this week. Tomorrow you get to start on it. I need to yell.
Hey, cow.
Hey, cow!
Okay, you gotta be all in.
And we get all in.
All in. Like, lean out the window.
This isn't what I was talking about when I said go all in.
Yeah, well,
They're looking at me. Hey, cow!
hey, look, see? See when he looked there at you?
Yeah. That was
It
good.
didn't work the first time, though,
It
did
didn't. That didn't go all
You
in.
didn't go all in. All right, thanks, John.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So if you're like an artist, a photographer, a painter, a business person, remember that if you really want to be successful, you need to push your chips in. If I was a teacher today in a school, I would mark almost completely on effort. If I met a student that was actually giving me 100% effort, but the grades weren't quite there, but I could see the drive in them, I could see that they were pushing all in, and they wanted to succeed, but just couldn't, academically quite get there. I think the effort of that is more important. So don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Push all in. Give all of the effort. Watch what happens.